Today, I am telling Jalen Rose to get off my lawn.
Get out!
Last week, former NBA and Michigan basketball player Jalen Rose said we all must stop using the term Mount Rushmore to describe greatness because Mount Rushmore sits on stolen land and thus is offensive. 10 years ago, I would have rolled my eyes at this and saved my breath because back then lunacy was kept on the fringes. But now anti-American sentiment is more mainstream than Beyonce. So I must mock this, as we all should. Listening to someone who built his entire brand on being a trash talker, whining about being offended, makes me really believe we are living in the Matrix. But since those who are easily offended often get what they want, I'd like to give it a try. The term Fab Five must go. I find it deeply offensive, and we can no longer describe that great Michigan basketball team by this privileged and hierarchical phrase. First off, fab is a three-letter F word, and those are always problematic.
Fine.
Moreover, it is derived from the Latin term fabula, which is troublesome since this term has been appropriated from indigenous Italians. Secondly, 5 is a prime number, which is exclusionary, and it marginalizes numbers of non-divisibility. See, anyone can be offended by something. It doesn't make you virtuous. And it's hard for me to hear Jalen Rose talk about America being on stolen land when he has real estate spread out all over the country. LA home, Vegas home. You have an $8.5 million mansion on Orchard Lake, man. Did you steal that? When Mike Tyson bought your Vegas mansion, did he steal that or did he exchange you millions of dollars for it? Why is it that people who have benefited most from the American dream want to ruin it for the rest of us? Those presidents on Mount Rushmore helped create a nation in which Jalen Rose could become a multi-millionaire and live in a castle. Jalen, you never once cared when people found your on-court behavior offensive, so I think we'll give you the same consideration. And always remember, if America is just too objectionable for you, you're welcome to go keep Brittany Griner company. And on your way, stay off the lawn I paid for.
Well done, Cone. I'll take it a step further, Cone.
Go ahead, take it a step
You know
further.
what? Basketball was made in America.
Yes.
And apparently, America's stolen, so basketball is offensive. We can no longer play basketball. ESPN was a company that was started in Bristol, Connecticut, off stolen land. Therefore, ESPN can be no more. So Jalen Rose, here's how it works. No more basketball, no more ESPN. Let's all be offended. This is an absolute joke. And again, it's so hypocritical, man. It's so easy to make fun of these people.
I know.
It's
This
so
is an
easy. But it's not even really low-hanging fruit. You know, it's the truth. It's stupidity. Like at this point, like, man, you're complaining about Mount Rushmore?
I know.
Like, what's next?
Well, like I said, 10 years ago, we could have just rolled our eyes at this because
Well,
it's not,
nobody would've taken it serious.
because we're not needed. We wouldn't have been needed then to like make fun of this, right? It would have been on the fringe. But now this is the mainstream thinking.
Do you
in our
think
country.
they do these things like Jalen Rose, like it's really not basketball season, so he's just trying to stay relevant, like by saying stuff like this?
I think it's just, look, I can virtue signal to how great of a, how good and moral of a person I am by saying that we should get rid of the term Mount Rushmore.
It's just, how dumb
on,
is
man.
that?
Don't argue with idiots.
Well, like, I mean, just really think about that for a minute. Like, you're right, man. Mount Rushmore, super duper. I've never met anybody who has ever been like, Mount Rushmore? Wait, guys. Like, it just, again, it makes no sense.
But if I ever hear him say the term Fab Five again, after I've told him that it offends me, man, we're going to
you're going to tag him in this on social media. He needs to know that you're offended, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
I'm offended. Blaine's offended.
I'm offended, man.
Yeah, I'm super
offended by
duper
that.
offended now that I think about it.
Indigenous Italians and appropriation.
What does the Booster Club think? Are they offended?
They're offended. I mean, one, that, and two, like, he's legitimately 6'7", guys.
Yeah, they don't. The Cone's legit 6'7".
6'7".
Do they not believe he's 6'7"?
Well, a lot of 6'7" question marks. No, he's legitimately 6'7", guys. Like, I'm not lying to you.
I mean, I see it with my
figure it
own
out.
2 eyes right here. I mean, he could dunk a basketball without moving. He just lifts his arm up.
And not just that one.
And not just that one. That's definitely a 10-foot goal.
Hey, if you like what you heard and you want to hear more, go on over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. Check out Crain and Company live every day from 2 to 3 Central, where you can hear us spit it straight.